Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wa salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala amma ba'd. So today we would take a look at the letters that do come from the stomach called the Jaof. So the topic of discussion today first being Saturday, May 9 of year 2026. So that's when we are having this topic recorded. The letters, Arabic letters that do come from the stomach. As you have been informed before now, we have 5 major places of articulation and Al-Jaof is one of them. So we want to start with Al-Jaof right now, highlighting the letters that do come out of this particular place of articulation. So without further ado, we would enumerate them and explain things that has to do with them. Primarily, the letters that do come out here are what is called Hurooful Maddu Salasa. Hurooful Maddi As-Salasa, which means the 3 letters of elongation. And by that, they mean this As-Salasa, As-Salasa. So, which means by this they mean Alif Mad, Ya'un Mad, and this should be Ya'un. So, Ya'un Mad, then Wa'un Mad. This Wa'un Mad. And Alif Mad is that Alif that has Fatha before it. We call it Al-Alif Allati Maftuhun Qablaha. Al-Alif Maftuhun Qablaha. So examples are Ya, another example is Qala, and another example is Ma, another example is Ja'a, and so on and so forth. This Alif Mad. When you are pronouncing this Maddu, it is expected that you leave opening from your mouth and you allow it to come from the mouth. Ya, the origin will be the stomach, but the outlet of it will be from the mouth. The mistake people tend to do here is letting it come out of the nose. By the time you let it come out of the nose, you would have corrupted the articulation of this letter. So endeavor to see that you leave opening from your mouth to allow it to come out from the mouth and not from the nose. Even if you are trying to put rhythm, what we call ondon, like you are trying to beautify your recitation, of which is encouraged. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Zayyinu Qur'anakum bi aswatikum." Zayyinu Qur'ana aw zayyinu Qur'anakum bi aswatikum aw kama qala sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So people now tend to trying to do that, and they trying to corrupt or bastardize the articulation. That's not good enough. Ya Umad is the ya that has kesra before it. Example include fi. As another example is waji'a yawma idhin bi jahannam. Another example is misaqahum, and so on and so forth. This is another example of mad that comes from the stomach, from the jaw, and should be allowed to come out of the mouth by leaving opening. And while you are also doing that, you ensure that the nose does not take a part in bringing it out. Even though you want to beautify your recitation, do not allow the nose to have an impact in bringing it out. So another or lastly is wa mad. We have wa mad. Wa mad is that wa that has sukun, and then one that has sukun, and then what comes before it is having dhamma. So examples are yaqulu, su. Another example is su. Another example is ku. So then lastly, we can make a recitation to bring about explaining all this. We have this phrase in Surah 2 Tahrim. يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. So now the assignment for you is for you to give me a face for each of these letters. There are 3. You can give a single face as I've given that indicates the 3 of them, or rather even the face. Okay, the face I read, I want you to complete it. Bring it. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. You should bring it. Secondly, bring a face that contains an example for each. It can also be a single face, it can be separate, but you need to indicate that this is the place whereby you have the alifun mad, the wa'un mad, the ya'un mad. So that's the assignment. Thank you.